Hello, football addicts. Welcome back to Let's Talk Football. My name is Tato Totete, otherwise known as TT, the former Hellenic and African Wanderers midfielder Abaqulusi. Guys, the PSL race has just taken a serious twist, and I mean a serious twist. How does it even happen that Mamelodi Sundowns are now scheduled to play 6 league matches in just 18 days, while Abafana Amapagapaga Ezimnyama will play the same number of games over 37 days? That's a massive gap because when you take a look at the reason behind the fixture change, it involves Mamelodi Sundowns and Polokwane City. Their clash, which was originally set for 15th of April, has been pushed to 29th of April. The second fixture, which was meant for the 29th of May, has now been moved forward to the 3rd of May. So what does that mean? What does it lead to? Between the 22nd of April and the 9th of May, Sundowns will practically be playing a league match over every 3 days. That's what it basically means. They'll play in every 3 days, no rest, no real breathing space, nothing. Yes, we understand why Sundowns are still busy in the CAF Champions League and they are preparing to face Esperance de Tunis in the coming weeks, which is basically this Sunday. In fact, yeah, they're playing this Sunday. I think they've touched down in Tunisia yesterday, if not this morning. I'm not sure. But honestly, how does this really help Imamlito Sundowns? Because if anything, it feels like it actually works in favor of the Orlando Pirates. When fixture congestions come from different competitions, it's manageable. We understand. You rotate the squad. You play in the league on the weekend, continental, maybe midweek, and you manage just the priorities in terms of your squad. In knockout ties, you can even control how strong you go in each leg. But in South Africa, we know that most of these competitions are just a knockout. So you can also evaluate the opponent that you are playing against. Okay, are they strong enough for maybe the players that don't relatively play much, which we will consider the B side, or can I mix? So yeah, that the situation is quite different. We are talking about 6 straight league matches every few days. You rest one day, back to training. The third day you are playing with no real recovery time, guys. That's intense for me, and I'll say it, if Orlando Pirates doesn't manage to win the league this season, it will be a big disappointment considering the position that they are in. And this has been going on for quite some time now. Right now, they are basically playing once a week, and we can't even say that Sundowns are just victims of success, because yes, they are competing in all fronts, but you have to ask, at what point does it become too much? A friend of mine made an interesting argument. He said that top teams naturally end up playing more games because of their success, and on average, it means 2 matches a week, especially with um, uh, traveling and just multiple competition, your domestic league, your domestic cups, continental cups. And we must not forget that the Sundowns was also in a FIFA Club World Cup, so they didn't rest much. Okay, yes, we know that they don't rest much because of the schedule as a CAF, but at least you need to. I feel like EPSL needs to make room for them, in a sense that you allow them to rest enough. I know obviously that they engage with clubs. So he said that in Manchester United, he used the Manchester United as an example. He said teams which are not involved in European competition often get lighter schedule, and usually they'll play one game a week, which is fine. But then look at FA Europe, France. In Liga 1, they've been adjusting fixtures around Paris Saint-Germain into just trying to help them prepare for Champions League nights. Sometimes maybe postponing league games, whether it's domestic cups, or they've done this, I think, 3 times now in a row, if not twice. Why? Because when PSG does well in Europe, it benefits better results, which means that the league will also benefit in terms of qualification spots for other clubs within the Liga 1. So you bring that home. It doesn't raise question about Mamelodi Sundowns are always treated fairly in terms of a schedule. It for me it does, it does. And I think, look, I'm saying this as a Kaiser Chiefs fan, and I want Pirates to win the league, of course, but it has to be on equal terms for me. Even the TX Galaxy coach, he mentioned this a couple of weeks ago. He said that Sundowns is not treated fairly when it comes to these things. And let's not forget when Khalid Ben Youssef raised the fixture concerns during Chiefs CAF Confederations Cup run. He was heavily criticized and just dismissed. People called him out, and without really engaging with the real context of what he was saying. But now we are seeing similar patterns again, just different clubs. And the real question then becomes, is it fair, and how much will it influence EPSL title? Please let me know what you think in the comment section. Drop your thoughts. I am TT, and this is Let's Talk Football. Stay tuned and stay passionate. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.